Okay, if you haven't watched the other videos yet, watch them first, because I'm not here to explain log rules to you. I'm just here to explain a very specific homework question. It's this one. I got it wrong twice. So after being frustrated with it, I noted that the instructions here tell you just to make this expression into a single logarithm with no coefficients and simplify, but that doesn't go far enough. They want to make sure they don't want fraction exponents, so no rational exponents. Instead of that, they want radicals. And in addition to that, if you have a fraction, a rational expression, if you have a denominator, they don't want any radicals in the denominator, so you need to rationalize your denominator. So let me show you what I mean. We'll work this one out together. All right, so here it is, 1/23 times natural log of x minus natural log of y. We'll use the properties of logs to write the inside the parentheses there as a single log. Since it's a subtraction, we can write it as the quotient. So it becomes a single log, and it's the quotient of x over y. And then we can use that coefficient, that 1/23 right here, we can bring that over here to be the exponent. And there it is. So now we have the natural log of x over y to the 1/23 power. This is correct. It's written as a single log, and there's no coefficients. But this is where I got it wrong, because they wanted it in a very specific format. So first, let's write it as a radical. So it's the index of your radical. So it's not the square root; it's the 23rd root of x over y. And then we'll split it up so that we can rationalize the denominator. So the 23rd root of x over y is equivalent to the 23rd root of x over the 23rd root of y. And then we want to rationalize the denominator. Let's go back for a second. That 23rd root of y is the problem here. We don't want any roots, any radicals in the denominator. So we need to multiply that fraction by something over itself, right? Some version of 1, where what we multiply in the denominator is how we're going to choose this version of 1. We want that denominator to come out to be just y in this case, okay, no radicals. And the only way we can do that is if we're taking the 23rd root of y to the 23rd power. So we multiply it by the 23rd root of y to the 22nd power. Okay, so that now we have 23 y's under that 23rd root. Okay, and of course we have to multiply the numerator by the same thing, so that this entire thing is just equal to 1. And thereby we're not changing the value of this at all. So what does that get us? In the denominator, it gets us exactly what we wanted. We've got the 23rd root of y to the 23rd power, and of course that's just y. In the numerator, I just wrote those two radicals right next to each other. We have the 23rd root of x times the 23rd root of y to the 22nd power. And it doesn't simplify much more after that. We get that y down there in the denominator. Come back! There it is. We get the y down in there in the denominator, and then in the numerator we have that 23rd root of x times y to the 22nd power. And that's the format they wanted in, and it's so wonky. But there you go, just so you don't get that one wrong. Did a whole video for it.